Alright, I gotta say one thing. Why is it, anytime I try to record, we always see Damien right before he goes to bed? Like, this is getting weird. This is getting, like, super, super weird. I'm just saying. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a new build for my Get to Work series for the Trudeau family. So, of course, Damien, of course, is always ready to go to bed. He doesn't always need to be ready to go to bed, but there's definitely not enough room, at least in the kids' bedrooms. I kind of feel bad with how tiny they are. Because once we get a bed in here and a dresser and a desk, it's not going to be big enough. I mean, I know they don't need those things, but I mean, they need those things. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hop right into a speed build. And we're probably going to move them, and I will see you guys as soon as we find them a new lot and we start designing it. Alrighty guys, I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, so we are going to be going into the build. So we had to find them a new lot to live on because I didn't exactly want them living in Oasis Springs anymore. I thought maybe they would maybe they're moving to a place that has better schools or something. Oh, I don't even think I even did the lot trades on this place. Oh my god, I forgot so much stuff about this place. There's gonna be some stuff I might not either touch on or something that I might seem like I kind of rushed through because I did actually record a voiceover for this, but I have recently plugged in the webcam I purchased. So in case you haven't seen my rebuilding my computer video yet, that is live on the channel. Anyway, but so when I plugged it in, because it's kind of a plug and play kind of thing, and I'm still trying to figure out how the software works and everything. I didn't know this at the time, but it's like when I go to record, it'll automatically pull from there, and so I don't know if there's a way in my settings for my voice recorder to do this or what. I'm probably gonna have to go and fiddle around with a lot of settings just to try and see if I can figure out like what to do. Because I had no idea that it was on. I had no idea that it was recording from the webcam. So when I originally did it, it was super echoey. And I realize now that, because I was like, oh, I'm sure it's not that bad. So I was actually getting ready to do a disclaimer for you guys to say, hey, look, this is the only video it's going to be. Don't worry about it. And then I heard the difference and I said, oh, hell no. I could not stand knowing how bad it sounded. I mean, to me, it sounded bad. Like, I've gotten used to how my voice sounds with recording and playing videos and that kind of stuff. Because my husband will actually sit there and he'll watch his videos right next to me. And I'm like, babe, I don't, I know what happens. I don't need to listen to it again. I actually know exactly how that turns out. In fact, he actually looked at me the other day with one of my Wags to Riches series. Part 29, I want to say. Yeah, part 29, I think. No, maybe it's 30. Anyway, but there's, the thumbnail is where she's, reaching out. And in the video, it's hilarious, because I'm like, this is exactly how I pet kitties and animals. I'm like, please let me love you. Anyway. So he's like, he pointed out, he's just like, look, it looks like you're reaching into something inappropriate. And I'm like, but I'm not. I'm not, though. Anyway, I have no idea where that came from or why that came about, but, yeah. Anyway, so back to the build. Oh my god, did I just screw up? Don't mind me, I'm just, having, a small breakdown right now. Because I still have the tattoo on my leg, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to pick at it, but I'm like, I kind of want to pick at it. But I'm telling myself, don't pick at it. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk about the build some more. I'm sure that'd be kind of nice. I mean, unless you just want to hear me ramble on. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I can ramble on for days. And like I've said in a previous video, where it's one of those that if you know me personally, as a friend, you you're probably sitting here thinking, please shut up, for the love of God, just please shut up. But when you actually first meet me, I'm actually really shy. I don't really generally talk a lot. I'm usually pretty quiet. And I don't know if it's because I'm just talking to an empty room and I'm used to talking to myself. Because, I mean, who else would want better company than thyself? Anyway, that sounded like so, like, weird. But like, I'm comfortable talking into a microphone now, at least with hearing how my voice sounds over a, at least how it sounds coming out of a microphone and how it sounds, that kind of way. Oh, I do have this hilariously funny story. I'll talk about the build in a minute. There's still like another like 5 more minutes. So we can talk about that here in a minute. Anyway, if you haven't watched a whole lot of my videos before, and maybe this is your first video, I have said before that I work in retail. And so I work where we sell both general merchandise and we sell food. So anyway, me and a coworker, and I miss him dearly. He moved away. What an a-hole. Anyway, so he moved away up to some northern states. I wish him and his family the best of luck. I mean, they're good people. They really are. I called him my little brother because he's younger than me. Granted, he's taller than me. That's not really fair. The dude's like 6.5 feet tall. Anyway, I'm getting really off tangent. Anyway, so we were sitting there and we had our backs to each other. We were just kind of like talking off and on, and with what we were doing while we were at work, about the kind of stuff we were doing. And a customer had come up behind us, and I saw her out of the corner of my eye. So I was actually going to ask her if she needed help finding anything, to where I realized she wasn't looking at me, she was looking at him. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to startle her. I'm really good at that. I'm really good that if you're not looking at me, I'm really good at startling you. Anyway, so I was like, okay, well, she's going to ask him. I'll let it go, And she asks him where such and such food item is, and it was so freaking priceless. He whips around, looks right at me, stops, looks back, realizes a customer was standing there, looks at me, looks at her, does like a triple take, and then he looks at her and goes, oh, well, this is where it's at. And she walks away, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, what was that about? Like, you okay, man? Like, you doing alright? You need a minute, buddy? So I asked him, I was like, what's up? And so he looks at me, he's like, if you've ever wondered how you sound to other people, he's like, you sound just like her. He's like, I thought it was you that asked me where that item was. And he's like, I almost whipped around and said, you know where that item is. Why are you asking me? That was a great laugh. I told him it is the single, downright the funniest thing he's ever said in the entirety of the time that we worked together. I miss him, though. But, I mean, it is what it is. He moved on to bigger and better things, which is congratulations to him. That's awesome. So, anyway, so back to the build here. So the master bedroom is downstairs, along with the kitchen, the living room. There's also a half bath downstairs. And then all 3 of the kids' bedrooms are upstairs. And there's also 2 full baths upstairs as well. There's also like a bit of a play area for the kids upstairs, and then there is going to be a big old balcony, patio-ish type thing, depending on how you want to see it. I haven't really quite decided what I want up there. I don't know if I kind of want it to be like a party space for adults, or if I kind of want to like leave that to the kids. Maybe put like a couple of jungle gym sets up there or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable with kids on jungle gym sets, like right off the edge of a balcony. But I did pick some really tall fencing, though, so to go with it. But this is the master bathroom that we're working on. So because they went from like a 2-bath to 3.5 baths, I did have to buy some new bathroom items. So Troy and Damien got brand new counters that actually matched the kitchen. They got brand new counters, they got brand new sinks, they pretty much got brand new everything. And so, let's see, what else are we working on? Oh, and the kitchen. And in case if you noticed, sometimes I'll pull a lot of items out, and then I will distribute them on the counters depending on where I want them and that kind of stuff. That is one of my favorite hacks to do when I'm building, because it kind of keeps me more on track, and it doesn't make me get like bored with having to move the counters forward and move them back and move them forward and move them back and that kind of stuff. So if you want to know how I did that, pretty much I just put all the stuff like onto one counter where I know I'm not going to want the majority of the items, and then I hit the Alt key, or I hold the Alt key, I move the counters out of the way, hold the Alt key, and then I move the items into place where I actually want them to go. So I think that's just a pretty cool hack for The Sims 4 to be able to do that. So anyway, we're moving right on into the tour. So here is the living room, and then right off the living room is the master bedroom and the master bath. They did run out of money, so we do have to wait until Damien goes back to work in order to be able to afford some more items. You can even see Damien out there in his underwear because apparently he has no shame. There is the office here. I'm like, I don't even know what this is called. So I kind of have it set up where Troy's desk is on the right, Damien's desk is on the left. That's kind of just how I have it set up because Damien tends to use the computer a little bit more. So here's the kitchen. Here's how the kitchen ended up turning out. There's a little area here for laundry. And then here is the half bath downstairs. And then, of course, I mean, I know the dining area is like right there at the beginning, but to me, I don't really mind that. I actually thought about swapping the kitchen and the living room, but I was like, I kind of like the way it is now. I don't know if I'm just attached to it or what, but here is that big old balcony area I was telling you about. I might put some kids' items out here because this way the adults can kind of have the downstairs. But here is the first child's bedroom. I'll probably make it one of the boys' bedrooms. Here is a full bath for upstairs. Here is the second boys' bedroom. Here is the second full bath for upstairs. And then we move right on in to the girls' bedroom. And as soon as Damien goes back to work and gets some money, and so does Troy, will definitely decorate the rooms a little bit more. But anyway, go ahead, leave your feedback, your comments, and all your suggestions all on down below. All my social media is in that description box if you want to check me out on Twitter or on Facebook. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and especially if you like the Trudeau family and the Get to Work series. And don't forget to subscribe so you can catch more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.